These are the best weapons that you need to get and use in Jujutsu Infinite. I'm going to be making the official weapon tier list in Jujutsu Infinite, showing you the best weapons that you do need to get in Jujutsu Infinite. There's so many different types of weapons to get in Jujutsu Infinite, and a lot of you guys are wondering, well, what weapons are good? Why are the weapons good? Which weapons should I avoid in this tier list? You should then know what weapons you need to get, what weapons you need to avoid. So let's get stuck right in by showing you the official Jujutsu Infinite weapon tier list. Before we do get started, I'm actually giving away the item notifier. A lot of you want to get some of the weapons that I'm going to be ranking in this video, so if you do want to get yourself some of the weapons, like, subscribe to my channel. I'll give you the item notifier game pass, which a lot of you've been asking for, and I've actually been giving out so many of those. So if you do want the item notifier game pass, then make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. But let's get stuck right in by ranking all of the weapons in Jujutsu Infinite. Starting with Split Soul. Personally, I'm gonna have to put this in C tier. So it's gonna be really bad, obviously. One of the most frustrating things about this weapon, it does have insanely long cooldowns. The X move has a 40-second cooldown, and it's honestly just terrible. Like, I wouldn't really keep this weapon. It's gonna be incredibly underwhelming abilities, let alone for how long the cooldown is, and it's obviously going to be in, it's going in D tier. Alright, it's honestly horrible. Anyway, moving on to the next weapon now, which is going to be the Purifying Dagger. Where is it hiding? Let's go ahead and put this on the tier list. The Purifying Dagger. This is actually going to be in C tier. The Purifying Dagger is obviously going to be in F tier as well. It's obviously going to be really weak performance. There's nothing much to say about this weapon because it doesn't really bring anything to the table, which is why I'm not going to go too much into detail with the bad ones. You're going to have to trust me when I say that these are going to be in D tier. The damage is underwhelming. The moveset is unsurprising. There's no real reason why to pick this over better weapons. So moving on to the Slaughter Demon. Slaughter Demon is going to be one of the better weapons, if I'm going to be honest with you. It's still mid though. So we got the Up Tilt X move. The only redeeming quality about this weapon is the Up Tilt X move, which guard breaks and allows for combo extensions. This makes it a decent utility move, but unfortunately, it doesn't hold up with all of the other weapons. So now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next weapon, which is going to be Jet Black. So Jet Black is going to be in C tier. So it does actually have like a high damage output. One of the best advantages about this weapon, it's solid damage. Especially when used with Black Flash, it does allow you to deal significant amount of damage in short bursts. So it does actually have high cooldowns, a major setback. Like many weapons in the game, Jet Black offers long cooldowns, which significantly reduces the effectiveness in sustained fight. So yeah, it's going to be really good, but it's going to be held back by cooldowns. If it had shorter cooldowns, I'd obviously be ranking it a lot more higher. Believe it or not, the Rusty Katana is actually going to be good for a basic weapon. It does actually have decent combo potential. One of the strongest aspects about the Rusty Katana is that it does have a good ability to string together some good combos, believe it or not. So yeah, I can't just because it's like probably the most easiest to obtain, you can use that as an advantage because it's easy to obtain. It's actually going to be really good. So I'm going to have to put in C tier, believe it or not. So moving on to the Blood Sword. So the Blood Sword, I'm going to have to start putting this in B tier. It's actually going to be pretty good if I'm going to be honest with you, the Blood Sword. So the Blood Sword is a weapon that has, a lot of people debate about it. Well, some people praise it, but I'm going to have to put in B tier. Actually, I'm going to have to put in C tier because it's obviously going to be other weapons that are going to be a lot more better. But it's going to be good for PvE, if I'm going to be honest with you. But one of the biggest drawbacks is that it does only come with 2 moves, while other weapons have more versatility. So I'm going to have to just put it in C tier. So for Electric Staff is also going to be in C tier. So it does have strong damage when used properly, don't get me wrong. The cooldowns are going to be long though, and it does actually have random damage scaling. So for X move, it's basically random. Like sometimes you get 500 damage, sometimes you get 1000. So don't really call it a reliable weapon, but it's going to be good for PvE, less useful in PvP. Moving on to B tier for battle weapons now. So we obviously got the Playful Cloud. The Playful Cloud is going to be in B tier. So it does actually have massive damage output. When it comes to raw damage, a Playful Cloud is a powerhouse. It's one of those weapons that when used properly, you can actually melt opponents. Unfortunately, 30-second cooldown again, which does severely limit how much you can use that move, because it's very overpowered obviously. So yeah, it's going to be in B tier. Very good weapon, but if I'm going to be honest with you. Moving on to the Scythe now. So the Scythe is a weapon. What is it? It's a ultimate combo weapon with low damage. So it's the combo extension king weapon. This weapon is the best in the game for actually extending combinations. All three of its moves can actually extend combos really good, which is why I have to put it in B tier. And yeah, it's going to be pretty good, don't get me wrong. But for low damage, you basically hold it back. But its advantage is that it's really good at combo extending. It could have actually been an A or S tier, but the damage does actually limit the weapon. Anyway, I'm now going to move on to the Dragon Bone. The Dragon Bone is actually going to go ahead and be in B tier. It's one of the highest damage dealing weapons without a doubt. It's actually, yeah, without a doubt, one of the best weapons for damage. However, obviously, the cooldowns, again, really annoying. They're going to be extremely long. But the teleport dash move is actually a game changer as well with this weapon. So yeah, it's actually a pretty good weapon, if I'm going to be honest with you. Anyway, moving on to the next weapon, the Impossible Dream. It could have actually been in A tier, but I'm gonna have to put in B tier because it does have decent damage output, harsh cooldowns. It does have a speed debuff. So one of the interesting features about this weapon, its speed debuff, well, it's not incredibly noticeable, but it'll give you a slight advantage by slowing down your opponent, which is pretty sick. Anyway, we now move on to the Iron Blade. Believe it or not, it's actually going to be in A tier. So the reason why I have to put it here, it's obviously not the most flashiest weapon. It's going to be obtainable for new players. It offers surprisingly good performance, making it a viable choice for new players who want a weapon. And yeah, I mean, it's just going to be good for combo extending. It's going to have decent damage. Why would I not put in A tier for new players? Anyway, moving on to A tier, we've got the Ravenous Axe as well. So it does have a unique evasive move. The reason why it's in A tier is because if this is a rare feature amongst weapons, it does give a huge advantage in certain situations, but no other weapon of kind can have a escape mechanic, making it invaluable tool in fights. So very overpowered weapon. Obviously, we now move on to S tier. So in S tier, what we've actually got, without a doubt, we got the Vengeance Inverted Spear of Heaven, obviously the best weapon in the game, no doubt about it. And we also got the Feathered Spear, which is going to be in S tier. So what weapon are you choosing? Those are the best weapons that you need to get in Jujutsu Infinite. Let me know if this video helps you guys out. Let me know what weapon you're using, and peace out.